Do you think it's had an impact on well-being?
Yes. I would suggest that if you want evidence of that, then the person to ask would be my wife.
Why?
The amount of ranting at the sort of ineffective and inefficient way that we used to deal with or I was involved in dealing with colleagues and external agencies through email, and how deluges of email would appear, the reply to all that sort of process that was really stressful. And I used to take it home, and my wife would hear about it, countless times and during the working week. I would suggest if you spoke to her now, I spoke to her after I'd done the programme, she would notice a gradual decrease in that's ranting, and to the point now where it's no longer the case, and also the amount of work I take home is absolutely minimal. I used to sit, of a weekend and of evenings doing work, but it's now got to a stage over the past 4 or 5 years where I consider myself to have a good work-life balance.
Right. And do you think by changing your methods of working, that in itself has been part of the reason that this has come about?
Absolutely. If I was to reflect on the way I used to work, and immediately after the programme, and I would suggest that in terms of, there's a number of colleagues who took on board aspects of the programme. I sort of revisited, and looked at the website and kept the updates and all the rest of it, and it's absolute chalk and cheese. I was a great exponent of the messy desk, but I know where everything is. Keep everything, and embrace the sort of principles, and I now work with a clean desk, nothing in the inbox, one filing cabinet that's half empty, etc., etc. So I think there was an immediate impact, and
you still deliver stuff.
Sorry?
You still deliver stuff.
I still deliver stuff. As I say, reflecting on it, it's chalk and cheese. I think had I tried to get through the past, because obviously going through a merger as well, trying to go through that process the way I used to deal, the old way I used to deal with things, would have caused me huge amounts of stress, massive. But although it was still a stressful period, it wasn't because of the aspects that work smart covered.
Because well-being is something that is rising up people's agendas so massively, there's huge work, especially with youngsters as well, about mental health and everything, but also in the workplace we're seeing an awful lot of people that are overloaded, stressed, but I think we're going to see that organisations are going to be held to account for not, if they don't support their staff with this. Do you see some of the working smart techniques and principles being useful in addressing some of that stuff?
Absolutely, and I would suggest that given across all sort of areas of sort of business and commerce and education, where we're being asked to do more for less, then in some ways to mitigate for that with less time to do things, it's got to be done more efficiently. So therefore, working smart, as I said, working smart instead of just working longer is certainly the way ahead. And again, from personal experience, if the impact that it's had on my work-life balance is anything to go by, I would suggest that it would be, I would advocate that it should be essential in terms of both new staff coming in and anyone's going into succession planning and moving up the ladder should at some point be part and parcel of a training programme of this nature.